Hello. Normally I make Facebook Live videos, but I thought I would try to control this a little bit more by making the video, and then if it really sucks, I'll throw it out and try again. Most of my videos are accounts of what I bought at the market, and for some reason my friends enjoy these. But tonight we're going to do something special. I'm going to demonstrate how we pit cherries for a cherry pie. But first of all, I have to confess that I made a really, really bad error of judgment. I made cherry pies a couple weeks ago, and they were really good, I have to say. I was surprised how good they were. No big deal. I bought, pre-made crust, but the cherry filling was extraordinary. So anyway, this week, my local market had fresh Washington State cherries on sale for 99 cents a pound. 99 cents a pound. Wow. I mean, that is like 1/7 of what I would have paid at the farmer's market for a little pint of them. But so the other thing I had recently done was to buy a cherry pitter. Which I really spent a little more money on than I should have. So A, I need to justify spending money on a cherry pitter, and B, I felt like these cherries are really cheap, and pitting them with a cherry pitter is gonna be a breeze. Spoiler alert, pitting 5 pounds of cherries with a cherry pitter is not a breeze. I got through exactly, well, was it even a pound? It might have only been half a pound. And my hands looked like I was trying out for Lady Macbeth or Sweeney Todd or something. My whole entire hands were red. This is also why I am wearing this apron this evening. And by that point, I was just like, I never want to see another friggin' cherry as long as I live. But of course I do, because cherries are my favorite. But so anyway, I'm going to, I had to take a day and a half off to overcome the trauma of pitting that first group of cherries. So now I'm ready to start again. So let's start by showing you my cherry pitter. This is very deluxe. It does 6 cherries at a time. See, it's got this little, whoops. Okay, what's going on here? There we go, okay. So, yes, so you see it has these little prongy things, and then you have this little tray that will fit 6 cherries in it. You press this closed, and the pits will pop out and into this little additional tray on the bottom. And when you get enough of them, you can dump them out and keep going. So definitely a lot easier than trying to do them with a knife, or even one by one with, I know people do them with a chopstick or a straw, things like that. But so 6 at a time is better. The other thing is, I have a little arthritis in my thumb. You notice my thumb does not want to sit straight next to my hand. It's kind of curling in a little bit. And so a lot of the cherry pitters are like, this kind of motion. And I know after 10 cherries, I would have been screaming in pain. So, this, I just press down on the thing. So it's handy if you have those kinds of issues, as I do. So what do I have here? I have my handy cherry pitter. I have a thing of cherries. This is actually a cup of cherries, more or less, give or take. And then I have 2 bowls, one for pitted cherries, one for pits. And thanks to the wonders of the internet, I know that there is a thing called cherry pit liquor, which sounds like some kind of weird moonshine, but it's actually not. I'm not going to risk my 40 years of sobriety for, cherry moonshine. But it's a thing that you can do. You save the pits and then you put them in water, and, it makes it kind of syrup. So I figured, well, I may as well give that a try as well. So that's what we have so far. Then, because the other day when I tried making this, it was such a colossal mess. I have kind of learned my lesson. So I have a, let me just show you, I just got a bag from the market and tore it up to make a plastic covering on the table. And then I also have some of these nitrile gloves left over from the beginning of the pandemic. Once in a while they come in handy. I'm sort of glad I still have them. Remember those early days of the pandemic when we were like wiping down like bananas with disinfectant wipes and stuff because we just didn't know what was going to kill us. So I did have these gloves from that lovely period in world history. So now I shall put on my gloves. Now I feel sort of like Dexter. Yeah, I'm sounding a little sinister, am I not? Okay, bring on the cherry juice. So now let me see if I can adjust this camera. The difficult thing is that my phone was also like down to 20%, which I was afraid I would go through quickly. So I have that plugged in a very precarious way. So this whole little arrangement is kind of precarious. All right, so let's see if I can adjust this. Okay, so here is the cherry pitter. Take the cherries one by one, knock off the stems and place them in right side up so that the little spot where the stem was is on top. There you go. The other thing is I'm not a fast person. I have never been fast at doing things, and I certainly am not getting any speedier with age. And the other thing is that, as I may have mentioned, I love cherries. So I may end up like losing my composure and eating a few of these as we go. So now here we have our 6 cherries all lined up in the thing. And then I just take the thing and give it a push, bong, open it back up, and the cherries, you can see, are all stuck to the top of it. And you have to be careful because you cannot really count on all the pits actually falling out, as I discovered when I bit into one the last time I made the pie. But see, then you have your pits in this little tray, and about every 4th round or so, you empty that. So, cherry, 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 cherry. Boing, 6 cherries. So I think you can see that 5 pounds is going to take a very long time. Yep. Now let's watch that one more time. Okay, here we go. Pit the cherries. If any of them have soft spots, you'll notice this now, and you don't have to worry about getting bad cherries into your pie. That one doesn't have a stem. Actually, that one doesn't look so great. Now, these weird little mutant ones do not work in this cherry pitter, so those I will have to eat all by myself. Oh dear. The trials and tribulations that I go through. So, and as you can see, I'm already getting a little bloody looking here. Okay, cherries are loaded in. Give it a push. Lift it up. Cherry. Okay, do one more batch here. There's a few more dubious ones in here than I had hoped. Okay, so once again, as you can see, we have 6 cherries lined up. We push the thing closed, and then we open it, and there you go, all your cherries just hanging on the top there. Hello. My dog is trying to help me here. Let me show you my little dog, Maisie. Say hi, Maisie. Say hi. Maisie is a great helper. I would love to pet her, but, you know, she's a white dog and she would end up red. Okay. So, actually, this is going a lot faster than it did the other night when I was trying. Maybe I'm finally getting the hang of this. But I feel like I might actually be able to get through a pound this evening. That's what I look like when I'm pushing the thing. And here we go. More cherries off their little spits. Whew, it didn't land on the floor. Gott sei Dank. Okay, and at this point, as you can see, we have a pretty good collection of cherry pits. So I'm going to put those in this little jar. And here are the cherries we have so far. So I think I shall leave it at that for right now. I'm going to keep working, but I don't want to keep filming. So now, how do I turn this off without getting cherry juice all over the thing? Oh, I've got my little remote. What did I do with that? Okay. Thank you for watching.